Can an architect become a millionaire? Well, of course. I think anyone can become a millionaire, and I'm going to help you do it in 3 to 5 years. Here's the thing with architects or any of the other videos, and if you're not an architect, do not leave this channel because I'm going to give a ton of just contextual information that applies to any service-based business. An architect is service-based, given projects. So it'll apply to engineering, it applies to hair salon, it applies to anything. So it's called revenue stacking. So I'm going to go into 3 different things to describe this. First thing, how do architects diversify not only their skills, but also their income? Second one is how do they actually get a bigger, stronger network and secure bigger projects? And again, that's what I'm going to call team stacking, since I'm just making up some of these new terms today. And the last is understanding the business and investment opportunities to truly become a millionaire and be sustainable. Because I have had architects as clients and they make a lot of money, they spend a lot of money, and they don't invest properly. And when they want to give up their firm, it's either not sellable because the accounting's a mess or whatever they've done to it. So let's clean it all up, make it a sellable business. It's a very sellable commodity. First thing is, how do they diversify their skills? So most architects are either trained in a very specific way, either commercially, residentially, communities, if they want to do big civil projects. So however they're trained, why not be the owner of the firm, not just the architect? Now, in the beginning, for you beginners, I would actually go work under other people and sub for them so you understand the business of being an architect, all the way to their accounting department, their marketing department, how do they get the leads, how do they get the projects, their legal department, how do they do the contracts. You want to learn that under some of the best, and then go on your own. So if I'm out there and I'm on my own, then I would go find a bunch of folks who don't want to be you. Because if they want to be you and they do what I just said, they're going to leave you. Now they're going to compete against you. So you've got to look at this from 2 different ways. Do you want to be the owner of the company, or do you just want to be that person who wants the job and you want to go work for somebody? If I'm the owner, you don't want to hire in your like kind. Like, I'm very, very cognizant of people who want to become a me and they're here just to learn. If they're there for that, come to the big table, be a student and learn as a student. If you're going to come work for me and think you're going to take all my little, inside secrets and go rip me off, I could see it in a minute and you're out. So one of the biggest things I see, especially with like architects, dentists, engineers, they hire the person that's most like them, which means they probably want to be the owner of their own company. So that's just an extra tip that's really critical. So look at your customer and say, well, what else do they need? What other vendors could I be a resource for? So if you think about what I did when I integrated wealth systems and wealth teams, I want to be the one-stop shop for money. So as an architect, how can you be the one-stop shop? And if you're listening and you're not an architect, it's the same principle. How can you be more to the client? Okay, the second thing is, how do you build a strong network? Where you go out and network. The other thing you do is you start marketing and you offer opportunities maybe to host the networking in your office of other people coming together, and then start thinking, how can different skill sets help support each other to provide a better actually end result to the client? And a lot of architects are very linear. They're not thinking in what I call revenue stacking, team stacking. How can you have a piece of a lot of pieces of the pie? So if you actually say have a contract with a cement vendor who you know is going to lay down the foundations and footing the way you want, maybe your referral fee or your management or your consulting fee is 5 to 10%, or if it can't be a percent, it's a flat rate every month, but you have alliances that you create a relationship with these people for revenue and team stacking. How do you secure the profits? You contract. You got to have contracts, just like I teach the pre-orders. It's the same thing. So a lot of you will spend hours and hours and hours of time in RFPs and, requests for proposals. You have all your contracts out, you have proposals out, but you don't have an aggressive sales team to bring it in. So be very mindful of securing profits, getting proper deposits, making sure that the payment structures stay on time per the contract. Now, before I give you some of the last fun tips on how to grow, I want you to do a couple things. Number one, I want you to subscribe to my channel. I want you to click that notification button. I want you here 5 days a week, asking questions, making requests. You do those through askloral.com, ASKLORAL. And go to Ask Loral, make a request, ask a question. If there's a topic that you don't see because you've searched it in my playlist and searched it on my search bar, put it in the comment, and I'd love to produce some recordings for you, some education around that. The other gift I want to give you right now for all of you architects, and I've done this for CPAs, I've done this for school teachers, like whatever your thing is, you've got to have a website. So go to RMS, stands for rapidmarketingsystems.com. So askrms.com and just check out the way we could help you. For a very, very nominal fee, we get you up on the internet, providing you a way to take your followers on social media because you do want to be posting your architectural designs, you want to be posting your successful projects, but you want them to opt into a database because maybe today they don't need an architect, but if you don't do this thing called marketing, ultimate stalking, and continue to remind them how you're so good and why you're so good, and every month you're putting out a new project or a new design that you're doing, why would I hire you, right? If I met you once and you don't stay in touch with me, that's what a lot of business owners don't realize. It is your job to pursue the client. It's not the other way around. Like, oh, they'll remember me. They'll call me when they need me. No, remind them to call you when they need you. So a lot of you have that backwards. So make sure you check out the Ask RMS, and we'd love to help you get the proper marketing, which goes to the next point, is as you grow your business, you want a percent of that business to always go to new investments. So on the case that you want to close down or sell your architectural firm, you have other investments that were funded because of the success of your business. So it's about how you make it and how you invest it. And in the meantime, you keep it through better corporate structure. And if you're out there and you just have a professional services company, no other companies, no C Corps, no LLCs, no limited partnerships, no trust, you're not set right. Like, I can promise you, you're in a very litigious world being an architect. You're thrown into GC lawsuits with, especially developmental projects. I've seen it all the time. The architect's always in the middle of litigation. So make sure your structured assets, liabilities, tax structure is really, really safe. So you really procure your margins by knowing that you're getting the right contracts, the right deposits. And I'd love to coach you on it. I love this business model. I love what I see. A vision for every one of you architects should be millionaires, if not multi-millionaires, with lots of diverse investments and pay low taxes. That would be my goal. If you have any questions, want to talk to anybody, you can click on the link below, have a one-on-one appointment with our team, or go to askloral.com, ask for an appointment, ask a question, make a request. We'll be back here tomorrow.